Good evening, Sunny. I'm here at our cozy studio in Gyeongju. Now, I think it's bright enough to tell. I'm here right in front of Gyeongju's Hwabaek International Convention Center. This is where the main event, the APEC leaders meeting, will take place from tomorrow. Now, first things first, we start our coverage with a flurry of diplomacy here in the city. Following the high-stakes ROC U.S. summit yesterday, the leaders of South Korea and Japan sat down for talks this evening. We go live to our top office correspondent, Yoon Jung-min at the International Media Center. Jung-min, what is the latest?
Dami, so it was the first time that President Lee Jae Myung met Japan's new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi. Their get-to-know session began with the leaders congratulating each other on their inaugurations and with the same message of future cooperation.
변하는 국제 정세 그리고 통상 환경 속에서 한국과 일본은 이웃 국가이자 공통점이 참으로 많은 나라입니다. 그래서 한일 양국이 그 어느 때보다 미래지향적인 협력을 강화해야 될 때라고 생각합니다.
I'm confident that it's good for both countries that we develop our relationship in a future-oriented and stable way. For that, I hope for good communication with you, Mr. President, through our shuttle diplomacy.
President Lee has been stressing the importance of maintaining the so-called shuttle diplomacy between Seoul and Tokyo and a diplomatic approach that separates thorny historical issues from future cooperation. The newly elected Japanese Prime Minister, who is known as an ultra-conservative, arrived in Korea this afternoon for a 3-day visit to attend the APEC leaders meeting.
All right, Jung-min, and on Thursday today, it was another day full of back-to-back meetings for the South Korean leader, Lee Jae Myung. Tell us more about today.
You're right, Dami. So it was a day, President Lee had a packed diplomatic schedule today. First, he sat down with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney in the morning, calling Canada a key partner, as he noted the sacrifices of Canadian troops during the Korean War. Take a look.
캐나다는 대한민국에 있어서 단순한 우방국을 넘어서서 동맹에 준하는 핵심 우방 국가다.
We're meeting at a time when our defense cooperation is needed, and very importantly, that our cultural ties continue to grow.
In a joint statement, the two leaders announced the launch of the bilateral security and defense cooperation partnership, the first of its kind for Canada in the Indo-Pacific. The leaders also concluded negotiations on an agreement to share classified military information, setting a legal foundation for collaboration in defense procurement. He also held back-to-back meetings with the leaders from New Zealand, Thailand, Vietnam, and Australia to discuss key cooperation, including the economy, defense industry, and security. As for New Zealand, the leaders agreed to elevate the Korea-New Zealand relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership. More summit diplomacy is scheduled for President Lee throughout this diplomatic super week, including his one-on-one with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Back to you, Dami.
All right, Jung-min, do keep us posted. That was our Yoon Jung-min live from the International Media Center.